Good morning, people, and today we're going to be talking about my sales, how they completely changed because of one day. But first, I've just dropped off my lad and I'm going to go and see if there's any of these wooden things, you know, these toys that everybody's going on about in Aldi. I've got about 3 Aldis near me, so I'm going to check them out, see if there's any left. I picked some up yesterday after the car boot, and literally I've never had so much abuse on Vinted. Literally, people were swearing at me, calling me every name under the sun because I picked up some. Right, there's quite a lot in that Aldi as well. So I don't know why people were moaning, but yeah, people was offering me the same price. Even had a bunch of chavvy lads comment on me saying, "Bro, that's harsh. Why are the people looking at my profile for these items?" You know why they're looking? Because they want to do the same. It's nothing about me selling these things for more. I didn't set the prices. Going from anything from 25 to like 50 quid. But I'll tell you the prices of some of the ones I've sold later on in the video. But yeah, we've got 3 Aldis, and also apparently Lidl are doing it as well. But I don't know if they're doing it today. So there's a Lidl across the road, so I'm going to pop over there as well. But let's see if there's any left. I doubt there will be, because apparently it's a massive craze. Loads of people have been talking about it on TikTok and so on and so on. So yeah, let's go and have a look. Don't know where they're going to be, but I can see stuff I want already. Oh, mince pies. Yes, biscuits. Oh, Christmas is definitely here now, innit? That's the make, Little Town. This is the stuff we're on about. So, nothing in there. There is stuff in there, but it's certain items. There's loads of different sorts of sets, apparently. The things I picked up yesterday was like kitchen stuff, so yeah, there's supposed to be loads of different things. Like there's tool belts and little sets, figures and all that lot, but the ones I'm after are ones that like can fetch you a little bit more money, because a lot of the items only sell for around about 20 quid. So for me, it's really not worth it. I mean, after fees, I'm going to make a fiver, and I'm not going to do that, am I? So we're going to go over the road to Lidl, see if they've got anything there, and then we're going to go to a couple of more Aldis. I have got all my parcels there, which I'll tell you about at the end of the video. But yeah, let's see what Lidl have got. Can't go into Lidl without looking at the page. Oh, look at them. They're not very nice. Oh, look at that. I don't think they've got any. They ain't got many toys at all. Lidl has got no toys in at all, so it must be later on in the week. So to the next one, and this Aldi is right next to my old work. There's Aldi, and there's where I used to work. God, I don't miss that place. So there's a little tip for people who are on private. These fetch around 10 to 12 quid on eBay. So obviously with no fees, you're going to make yourself 7 quid. So both of these are $18.99. They're fetching around 40 quid each, but with my fees off, I'm only going to be making just over a tenner. So not really worth it, and then don't sell much at the moment. But it is Christmas, so people who are having no fees again will benefit more from them than me. Here's the section of the toys, and as you notice, right, I was getting moaned at saying everything's gone. There's loads of different things still available, but obviously these ones are not the ones that are making you a lot of money. These are usually making you about a tenner if you've got no fees, maybe a fiver, but all these are not worth it for me. So we're into the next Aldi, and guess what? I've sold the final Aldi thing. It was a tea set on eBay for 40 quid. This is why they're worth getting, but I feel like everybody knows about them now, and yeah, if you can get them for yourself or to sell on to make some more money for Christmas. It's money for your family, your Christmas. Don't listen to what anybody else says, because Your family come before anybody else. I'm going again. We have tool belts, but they're not worth much. It's resell. The doll houses are like 40 quid, but you can't get much money back. Right, we're on to the last Audi in my area. There is lots of stuff here, but not the things that I've sold. All the little things, so, and like stuff like this, Princess Castle, you know, so there is stuff here. It depends on what you want. Doll's house, construction things, but not the things I was actually buying. They're the things that are making the money, and that's why I say about people who are moaning at me and other people for buying these ones, right? They're not moaning because we've took them. They're moaning because they're the ones that make a big amount of money. These ones you can make 5-10 quid probably, but the other ones you can make 20-25 quid. So as you can see, they are very hard to get. There is other things available, right? And like I said just a minute ago, these people are moaning at me and others. Kaji, yes, I've seen his video. He's getting abuse as well, and it's wrong, because in the end of the day, these people aren't wanting the things for themselves. What you got to realize is when something's very, very popular, I do not even know why these are popular, because you can get other wooden sets for cheaper in Smiths, you know. So I don't know why these are suddenly so popular. I think it's all because they're £10 and you can make a good bit of profit. As a reseller, you have got to think about, number one, yourself and your family. And I'm here to make money for me and my son. Like I said, I'm a single dad, right? I do not get any benefits. I don't get any help at all, right? I have to pay maintenance to my ex, even though, you know, I have my son a lot of time. I shouldn't even be paying, but I can't be dealing with all the aggro, going through court for all that. Especially it will upset my son, because, you know, things can be horrible when you do stuff like that, and you just don't want to go through all that process. You know, he's happy how he is. I don't mind paying her because it just keeps the peace. And yeah, I just feel like people need to get off people's back because they're trying to make a bit of money, especially when they are doing it for themselves, but they can't do it because they're either too slow or they're too lazy to go out. You just seen me go around 4 Audis, so you think about that, the time, the petrol, and then these people want to try and have a go at you, right? I'm providing a service for people who obviously can't get out or want something. Thing is, what people don't realize about reselling, about retail, is when something's in demand and it goes, it's worth a lot more. Remember the PlayStation 5s when they came out and they had a limited supply and people were selling their PlayStation for like £1,000, £2,000, you know? Also like Pokemon cards, when a big new pack of Pokemon cards. I remember working in B&M and we used to sell Pokemon cards and sets quite cheap, at least £10-15 cheaper, and people used to be queuing outside the door, and then they're just grabbing them and they know they can sell them. People are doing it all the time. Trading cards, other toys, everything, anything you can think of which is quite limited stock or limited edition, people buy them because they know they can sell them on for more and they're going to be worth more in maybe years to come. And that's how the world is. I know it sounds bad, but it's been happening way before I was even alive. Cabbage Patch dolls. Remember the scenes in America when people were like pushing each other away and trying to get a Cabbage Patch doll? Remember Jingle All the Way when they were trying to get the Turbo Man? Even when Black Friday started around in America and all that lot, people was literally fighting over a TV. And yeah, it will always happen. The thing is, if you want to do this, you've just got to get here and get it quickly, right? I didn't even bother with this for a couple of days, and I was very lucky because one of the Audis I got it from is a bit remote. Not many people know about it because it's a brand new Aldi as well, and there's 2 Aldis in that area. One, the main one is in the centre, so everybody goes to that one. This one's on the outskirts, and luckily I found some. So it's one of them, you know, if you can find some, I suggest, does your kid really want that? Or you could sell that, make yourself what, 20, maybe £30 profit. You've seen how much I've sold them for, and then you can buy your kid something better. You know, you could go and buy your kid one of them sets of a different make, and then have money to buy them another toy, you know, and it's saving you money. And that's the thing what I think people are more annoyed about, is they haven't got them, so they can't do what I've just done and other people done. But I'm going to drop the parcels off now and then get back home and tell you about this crazy Sunday that I had, which basically saved my week's sales, because if it wasn't for yesterday, I would have been in real trouble. So we are back home, and yeah, I went around every Aldi and I couldn't find any. I think that's it. You won't be able to get any more. I just don't think they'll get any more in. Usually when it's like products like that, they have so much and then they just don't get any more in. That's it. But if it wasn't for them and some of the sales what I had as well, which is one big one, last week's sales was terrible. eBay were, I don't know what's happening with eBay. As you know, I do a lot of lives. I speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people are saying that it's just been poor. Their sales are down as well, and I don't know what it was. It could be multiple things. I don't think it's my eBay, and I don't think it's their eBays, because it wouldn't be happening to so many. I'm not saying it's happened to everybody's, and also it depends on what you're selling. You know, if you're selling things a lot cheaper, then you're obviously going to sell them. But yeah, I mean, my sales was really bad until Sunday, where if it wasn't for things I sold, and obviously them Aldi things that I bought, my sales would have been atrocious. I don't think I would have even hit 20 sales in a week. As you can see my seller hub now, I made 551 in sales. This is only eBay, remember. I have sold stuff on Vinted as well. And yeah, I mean, it worked out okay eventually after, you know, the Sunday. I had an amazing day on Sunday. I bought 6 items from Aldi and I've sold them all. 2 sold today, a 40 and a £30 item. Remember, I only paid £10 each for all these items. So yeah, if you do see them, pick them up. Not all of them are worth money. If you want to make a little bit of money and you don't pay fees, then get them, because you'll make money on every single one. You might make £5, you might make £10. But the ones I picked up, which you've seen on the screen in a minute, they're the ones you need to pick up. And there is other ones as well, but I haven't even seen any of them. The best sale of the week was the kimono, and there's something about me and picking these up. This is not the first time I've had a big hitter selling one of these. I picked up that black one. I did a video about it ages where I'm sitting, the thumbnails of me sitting in the chair. It's a black one, but this had like gold thread, and I sold that for around about the same. I think I might have sold that for more because it's a vintage one. This had no like labels or anything in. I had no idea where it was from, how old it was, but there was one very similar, which was same patterns, same sort of design with the sleeves with bits of white on, and I just thought it must be similar to that. Put it as unbranded, so somebody's bought this knowing what it is. I mean, I literally haven't even talked to the person. They didn't ask any questions, so the person who's bought this must know what it is. Maybe I've sold it too cheap, because some of these things can fetch hundreds of pounds. So yeah, I sold that for £100. I picked that up for £2. And that's from my secret shop. The shop that I seem to always do well at. There's always something that comes in that shop and I always seem to see it and I pick it up, and yeah, it makes me a big profit. Obviously, I did sell some other things. Bread makers. I've got about 5 of them, and another one sold, and you're looking around about the £30 to £40 mark every single time. Obviously, you're going to get more if you've got all the utensils, the instructions, and yeah, I've just picked up another one today in another video that's coming out later on this week. So hopefully I can sell that as well within the next couple of weeks. Bits and bobs help the total as well, but also the main bigger profits were obviously the Aldi stuff. I got so much hassle and grief off Vinted for doing this, and it's not my fault. It's not anybody's fault. It happens, you know. There's no reason why these should be any more expensive than what you pick them up for. Some things you can pick up and sell them for more, but I don't know what the craze about these things. They're nothing special. They're not like a brilliant make or nothing. Apparently Lidl are doing the same things this week, but I don't know which day. So I will be going into Lidl and getting some if I can get my hands onto them. But yeah, not a bad week to end off. I mean, Sunday saved my day. Sunday literally saved my day, and I hope that kickstarts the rest of this week. Tomorrow's video will be the charity shop challenge, and I've got a lot of money, over £200 to spend, and I'm going somewhere very, very nice. One of the richest parts of the UK to spend all my money if I can. So I'm going to be taking lots of videos of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Range Rover Sports, Bentleys, because last time I went, that's all I saw. And wow, a proper charity shop that's a boutique which sells high-end designer stuff. Will I buy something from it? Will I spend all my money on one thing? Well, you'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow with that charity shop challenge. Goodbye.